Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 20th of September. So looking at the, I've actually got the pound dollar on for a change. I thought I'd start with that, he says, lying through his teeth. We'll start off with the pound dollar anyway. So Doji Day yesterday, bit of an oddity here, what we're seeing. I say oddity, but it does look weak, and I'm looking at that weekly pivot below us, and I'm thinking, is it going to go down there? But maybe not. The problem with this currency pair is it remains as a risky one in terms of news. Or I have traded it a couple of times recently, but with smaller positions. But we'll see. But for now, it's still in this uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. Even yesterday's price action there didn't take out the previous 4-hourly low there, so it remains on the bullish side. Just coming down to the 60-minute. Look at this mess from yesterday. It's absolutely a pig's ear. Where to? Well, you was going to ask me that. Perhaps if we can carry on in trend, looking for the yesterday's highs there, and maybe the 4-hourly R1. It was quite a rangy day yesterday, and it's meant the pivots are a long way away from each other. I'm also looking across these prior highs here at 31.74, but that's pretty close. So that might be an area around that sort of area at that point. So we'll see. But for now, if it starts breaking the lows here, I mean, it is pre-8 o'clock as I'm recording this, and a lot of things happen just after. If it starts breaking the lows across the bottom, well, I'd be tempted maybe to leave it alone as well. But it could come back down towards that 200 and maybe break. But for now, I think I'll steer clear of it. And let's go back to something I'm more interested in, is the euro. So euro dollar. And well, even that yesterday ended up with a poor old bar there. It actually pitched marginally lower intraday there, but the bigger picture, well, it's still in this sort of tight old range, but it has started putting some weak signals in. It's put a lower high and lower low on this 4-hourly, and it's probably a bit clearer to see marginally on this hourly chart. But again, we've seen consolidation all the way through the Asian session. Maybe we'll get some sort of clue this morning, but for now, there's certainly no real clarity. Okay, that's the euro. Preference though, I still prefer the upside, but we'll see how it runs through. Okay, dollar yen. So dollar yen, well, rolling it over a little bit here. It's we saw some divergence, I'm sure, on the 4-hourlies at some point here. Let's just put some 4-hourly divergence in there. Saw some 4-hour divergence kick in there, and well, we'll see where we go with that. But it was marginal 4-hour divergence there, but that could be starting to roll over now. From here, I'm just looking at the lower time frames, and well, let's have a look. From this point here, well, we're okay-ish. It's a bit sort of bitty, but a bit of positive divergence. Maybe we've got the potential to move up, but it's already hit the daily pivot, the S1. Makes it a bit, well, it was bitty yesterday, bitty again maybe today. Aussie dollar. If I can get the feed for it, would be good. It's still giving me the feed. Aussie dollar here on the dailies. It's run up. I talked about the pivot for a few days now, and it's finally got it and ticked that out of the way. Where to now? Is it going to roll over? Well, it seems to be in a bit of more of a bullish streak at the moment, and it's actually held on stronger than the others. Yesterday I said, well, actually, if things start rolling over, we may want to short it, but it's proven me wrong there. We just didn't become particularly weak yesterday. Just carried on, didn't give any weak signals. High lows, high highs through. Consolidation at the moment. Maybe it's switched and become a little bit more stable against the dollar. But one thing to bear in mind is, whilst we're focused on the euro and the pound, we've got the Brexit situation, which is having a knock-on effect, and we're seeing volatility in the euro on that basis as well. Not as much, but it's still there. Aussie dollar then, maybe got an opportunity to get back to its daily pivot. Let's go through to the Canadian and then bounce maybe off that daily pivot I should have added. Canadian dollar, the pickpocket of pairings, as I call it so often. It gives a lot of people the opportunity to look on and trade, and saying how they trade it wrong, I don't know, but I do. It can get whipsawy. It can draw you in, but at the moment it's certainly in a downtrend here, from what we're seeing, lower highs, lower lows, and it's continuing that way. Now, as I said, it can draw you in with things like this halfway through the afternoon, making it look like it's all change, and sure enough it was. It's all changed back again to where it was, and the consolidation. So today, well, if you are trading it intraday, I say it out loud, if you are intraday trading it, the daily pivot may come into play there for the upside, even if it becomes a short possibility. So that's pretty much it. Now I just got to pause for a second because I'm on only one computer today, and I just need to have the news in front. Okay, so we've got very little news, as I could remember anyway, and I can see it now. Retail sales in the UK at 9:30. That may create some extra volatility in the pound this morning. Thereafter, very little of interest. 1:30, we've got the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index at 1:30. Sometimes causes a little bit of a blip, but that's about it. So there you go. Have a great day. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.